Good morning friends and fellow travelers from all around the world, and welcome back to another adventure style video from Peru. Before starting, let me ask you something. Do you have a bucket list for your travels? Because I don't have one. But if I had it, the place that we are about to visit in this video will be 100% in it. I'm in Ollantaytambo, making a quick stop before reaching Pisacucho. From there, the road to Machu Picchu begins. The Inca Trail is the best hiking route in Peru and one of the most famous around the world. It is part of the historic network of routes called Qhapaq Ñan, the royal route of the Incas. Today it is a World Heritage Site. In today's video I'm going to show you what it looks like to get to Machu Picchu, hiking around this centuries-old trail for 4 days. Let's start saying that it's possible to do this hike all year round, except for the month of February, when it rains the most and the trail is closed for safety reasons. Just 500 people per day are allowed on the Inca Trail, so make sure to check the availability of the ticket. I did it during the 3rd week of March, which is the end of the rainy season. The trail starts at 2,700 meters above sea level, and we will reach the highest point at 4,200 meters above sea level on the 2nd day of hike. During these 4 days you will only carry your backpack. All the camping gear and food will be carried by the porters. For this reason, don't forget to tip them at the end of this adventure. They really do a tough job. Along the way we will have the chance to see many beautiful Inca ruins. The first one is Llaqtapata, a resting point for the Incas on their way to Machu Picchu. The many houses on this site tell us that quite a few people used to live here, including travelers and soldiers. Llaqtapata was set on fire by Manco Inca during his retreat from Ollantaytambo after facing the Spanish, as an attempt to slow down their chase. And maybe it's also for this reason that the Spanish never found Machu Picchu. All these buildings were the old warehouses where they used to store the food they farmed around here. "20 minutes away from the place where we are gonna have lunch. Unfortunately, it started to rain, so we are using the rain ponchos. There's no better feeling than arriving at the campsite after hiking 4 hours, finding a warm and filling lunch waiting for you. Before drinking something, it is tradition to say thank you to Mother Earth, the Pachamama, sharing a bit of the drink with her.
Buen appetit. Enjoy your lunch. La llamas.
This is amazing, huh?
The food was amazing, everything cooked on the spot by the porters. They arrive here way earlier than us, so they have time to set up the tent and start cooking the food. And the scenery, guys, look at this, all around just beautiful mountains. How amazing. Back on the way to the first campsite. We are gonna get there in around 2 hours. There are different ways to reach Machu Picchu. The 3 most popular ones are the day trip from Cusco with the train. The second one is the one that we are doing today, the Inca Trail. And the third one, which is probably the hardest one, is the Llaqtapata Trail. It's another trail nearby. It's a bit longer than this one. It's around 80 kilometers, 78, something like that. Of course, there are gonna be people with a different pace than yours, and your group is gonna be scattered along the way. But that's not a problem as long as you know where the next stop is. We are not that far from the first campsite, which is this one, number 3, Wayllabamba. We started from here, kilometer 82. We walked for 4.5 hours and we reached 3,000 meters. We made it to the first campsite after 4.5 hours. The first day was pretty easy, guys. If I would have to rank it, I would say 6 out of 10 in terms of difficulty. Tomorrow is gonna be totally different. While the guys set up our tents, we have time for some exploration. There are some Inca ruins just a few steps away, so let's check them out. Locals think that Patawasi was a resting place for the Incas during their journey through the valley. I'm gonna get back to the campsite. I wanna take off my boots. Dinner is gonna be pretty early tonight, around 5:45, and we are gonna go to sleep around 7 p.m. There's no internet, no Wi-Fi, nothing to do around. It gets dark, so the only thing you can do is just fall asleep. And anyway, tomorrow we are gonna wake up pretty early at 4:30 a.m. to start the most difficult part of the Inca Trail trek. That's for 2 people. My roomie is gonna sleep over here. I'm gonna sleep over there. I'm gonna set it up right now. Good morning, guys. It was a very chilly night, of course, around 5 degrees at night. In the morning it started to rain. It's drizzling at the moment. Hopefully it's gonna stop, because I really don't feel like hiking under the rain. Now we're gonna have some breakfast and we'll be on our way soon. Today is the big day, 12 kilometers hike, all uphill. The first 2 sectors are quite steady, but the last one is gonna be a hell of a climb. We are gonna pass from 3,000 meters to 4,300 meters. Whew. I really have to manage my energy today. I don't wanna push too much on the first 2 sectors because I don't want to risk to arrive on the last part with no energies left. Small steps, 1 step at a time. Whew. I'm catching up with some groups ahead of me, so my pace I think is a bit too fast. So I'm gonna try to slow it down for a while. I'm 3 kilometers in. I feel okay, just a little bit out of breath sometimes. It's normal. I'm around 3,500 meters above sea level. And of course, if I have to talk to the camera, it's even worse, guys. So forgive me if I don't talk too much, yeah? I have these pills with me. I bought them in the pharmacy. They are made with coca leaves. They help you a lot in case you run out of breath or oxygen. We were down there in the valley. What a stunning view. On the top over there you can see the glacier. I missed the first resting point where I was supposed to meet the other people. I'm too far away. Now I don't want to go back. And the next one is gonna be around 30 minutes ahead. So I keep going. I'm gonna wait for them over there. The vegetation changed drastically over here. I'm right in the middle of a rainforest. "15 minutes to the next resting point." This is definitely the last thing I expected to find at almost 4,000 meters above sea level. Keep in mind that buying things over here is very expensive. Just for these few things, a little pack of Pringles, a Snicker and a Kit Kat, I paid 48 soles, which is insane. Down in the town it will cost me maybe 10 soles, but I have no food, so I really need some sugar in my body. I had no choice.
May najaway kay kasyang kay may nang kay ruta Paris que Qhapaq. Por eso salud con la gaseosita. Sabor a naranja. Salud.
¿Ustedes cada cuántos días hacen esto?
Cada semana.
Una vez a la semana, por 4 días, o sea,
5 días descansando.
5 días descansando.
5 días descansan y vuelven. Tienen que trabajar duro porque tienen 2 mujeres. 10 hijos.
Claro, por eso yo no tengo mujeres.
Ellos son como...
¿No tienes mujer?
No,
Él tiene 3 mujeres.
3 mujeres tiene.
qué maltrato.
Se te maltrata él.
I changed clothes because I was soaked in sweat, and with this weather it's pretty cold. Estimated time of arrival to reach the peak of the mountain, it's 1 hour and 20 minutes with my pace, and I'll see if it's not gonna rain over there. I'm gonna wait for the other guys, otherwise I keep going. This part is very hard. 10 minutes in it and I'm already taking a break. The hardest thing is to start hiking again after lunch or after sitting for too much time. We rested for around 45 minutes and my body was just falling asleep. Now has to wake up again. Doing this with a 17 kilos backpack It's definitely not ideal. Approaching the pass, guys. I almost made it. Check the view, guys. It's beautiful. I was wrong, guys. This is not the summit. There are still 30 minutes to go. I made it to the top. I can't believe it. This was so hard. I came from down there, guys, all the way up. You literally feel like in the clouds. This is so cool.
La subida, ¿no?
¿Ah?
Muy cansado.
Bastante.
But it's not like one of the cane things. I was just gonna
It's quite freezing over here, but still I see people from Canada and Northern Europe doing this with short pants and t-shirt. No way. From now on is all downhill for I think around 1.5 hours until we reach the campsite. When you go uphill, the main problem is the fatigue, but when you go downhill, the main problem is the pain that you feel on your knees, especially if you're carrying heavy loads. So I have to be careful. Let's try to enjoy this part of the track. The landscape is amazing. The mountains are covered in beautiful clouds. I reckon it's way better like this than on a plain sunny day. Gives them a very moody tone. If I have to take a guess, because there's no way I can check it, the temperature is around 15 degrees. It's good, it's not too cold. It's getting very cloudy. I really hope it's not gonna rain. The camera is gonna get wet and the rocks are gonna get slippery. The knee pain is starting to kick in. Just a few meters away from the campsite, guys. Almost done for the day. As my jumper says, nothing is impossible, guys. And I'm not talking just about hiking. Nothing in life is impossible if you truly believe it. It's all here, your limits, all here. These are the campsites for today. We are allocated to the number 4. I'm here, just a little bit to go. Here they are, our crew. Amazing, guys. I'm in my sleeping bag. I'm ready to rest for the next 4 hours. I want to fall asleep like a baby. Dinner is scheduled for 6:30, and after we go to sleep, wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow it's another big day. The next day we woke up under the rain, and I knew it would have been a really hard hike, both physically and mentally. Welcome to the third hiking day. This is gonna be the longest day. We are gonna cover a distance of 15 kilometers. The first sector is the toughest one. Very steep climb and very deep steps. Following, there's gonna be a sector all downhill, and after that all up and down until we reach the campsite for tonight. In between, we're gonna see various Inca sites. Let's go. We reached the archaeological site of Runkurakay, an urban and religious center. It's characterized by semicircular constructions, having a beautiful view over the Urubamba Valley. Like many of the places along this route, this as well was a resting spot and a checkpoint over the Qhapaq Ñan. Because of its unusual shape, archaeologists think that religious ceremonies used to take place here. Hiking with the rain is awful. I'm totally wet, steaming on the inside of this raincoat. I hate it. We just found shelter in this cave behind us. We are waiting for the others to catch up and maybe for the rain to pass, but I don't think it's gonna stop. It's freezing. My hands are freezing, my feet are wet. I changed my clothes because they were soaked in water. The next part of the path is gonna be downhill, so it's a bit dangerous because it's very slippery. We're gonna be careful. Hasta luego! The majority of this path is original. It dates back to the 13th century. So we are walking on the same path the Incas used to walk to reach Machu Picchu. I just reached a little platform from where I can see a lagoon down there. We just completed more than 60% of the path that leads to Machu Picchu. Slowly, we'll get there. It looks like it stopped raining. In front of me, guys, I have some beautiful Inca ruins. 1.7 kilometers away from Runkurakay, there's a small citadel and ceremonial center of Sayacmarca. It is known as the dominant town because from here, during a day with good visibility of course, you can see all the valley below. It's a very interesting complex of terraces, houses, water canals and stairways. The archaeologists think that this was the place where they used to make sacrifices for the Pachamama, the Mother Earth. It's very fascinating walking around here and imagining the daily life of the people who used to live over here. This was a source of water. So the source of water was down there, and if you come over here, inside here, you can see where they collect the water. They used to flow on the other side. The water arriving in this temple came from the mountain called Salcantay, which was a sacred mountain for the Incas. So sacred that there's no Inca construction around the mountain. Okay, time to keep moving. Other ruins are waiting for us. Unfortunately, with this weather you can't see anything around. I would have loved to see the stunning mountains all around us, but not for today. How did they build all this? I don't know. It's been 4 hours walking and it didn't stop raining. That's it, we made it to the campsite. What a day! Dime cómo estás.
Mi cabello está súper mojado.
Buen appetit.
Buen apetito.
Enjoy your meal.
We just finished lunch. Thank God there's no more rain. Sun is coming up. We are surrounded by llamas. An hour to rest and we were back on our way to the next camp, where we would spend our last night on the Inca Trail. Day 4, the big day. The weather conditions look very promising. It's cloudy, but there's no fog around the mountains. Finger crossed it's gonna stay this way. So we are gonna have a clear view over Machu Picchu. Before reaching Machu Picchu, we are gonna stop to the Sun Gate. I'm going to speed up a little bit because I want to take advantage of the weather conditions, because from the Sun Gate you have a perfect view of Machu Picchu. So I want to get there while the weather stays like this. Here we go, guys. That should be the Sun Gate. Just a few more steps to go. Guys, this is one of the best things I've ever seen. I can't believe how lucky we have been with the weather, considering that this is still the rainy season. Machu Picchu was discovered in 1911 by the American explorer Hiram Bingham. That was also the first time that a new discovery was captured on film. When he came across Machu Picchu, he was looking for Wayllabamba, the city that the last Inca emperor used to hide from the Spanish. Who built Machu Picchu? Why on this site so impervious, and why they abandoned it? Let's get a bit closer and let's try to answer these questions. About to enter Machu Picchu. Upon entering Machu Picchu, you'll pass by an Inca cemetery. Here, more than 100 mummies have been found. The terraces right outside the Citadel offer you a fantastic and once-in-a-lifetime view over Machu Picchu, appearing tucked in a dramatic landscape and protected by the taller peak Huayna Picchu. What you see is among the greatest achievements of the humankind in terms of land use. Machu Picchu was built by order of the great Inca Pachacútec during his campaign of expansion of the Inca Empire. Its location has never been found by the Spanish, and its original name has been lost in time. The Incas rose to power during the 15th century, and most of their success was due to their ability to build paths. 16,000 kilometers of these roads are still visible today. As you see, the city has no walls, no defenses, so it was not used for military purposes. It is thought that this was a place used by the Inca as a royal residence. Other theories talk about a very important cultural and religious site, but as of today it is impossible to be sure about the exact role played by this town in the Inca Empire, including what concerns the understanding of astronomy and domestication of wild plants. The layout of the city is carefully planned and designed to be in total harmony with the surrounding nature. There was no need for fancy decorations. The solidity of the buildings and their symmetry were already a sign of perfection. Because they were so well cut, the rocks didn't need any mortar to stay together. The Incas believed that mountains had their own spirit and they were protective entities. This may be one of the reasons why they chose this place to build Machu Picchu, close to Mount Salcantay and the Huayna Huilca, today known as Mount Veronica, two of the most sacred mountains in the empire. The Incas were also obsessed to live close to their gods in the sky, and this could be another reason why they've built so high on this crest. The terraces had a double function. On one side, they gave stability to the slopes of the mountain, while on the other side they were also used as a farming ground. Each terrace is filled with different layers of materials to allow the rainwater to drain perfectly without causing landslides. It's amazing to think that 60% of what was built here in Machu Picchu is underground. More than 200 structures are in the complex of Machu Picchu. Most of them are houses and a few of them are temples. All the houses receive fresh running water, thanks to 16 sources of water running through the city. It's not certain how many people used to live here. The number is something in between the 400 and the 1,000 people. Interesting thing is that the Inca, the emperor, was the only person having a bathroom in his house. Among the most important buildings and temples we have the chance to see here, there's the Temple of the Condor, where you can see the shape of a condor carved in a stone, probably used for animal sacrifices, and two big rocks with the shape of two wings behind it. Another one is the Temple of the Sun, with its typical rounded shape, serving as an important astronomical center. It is unknown why this place was abandoned, probably because of a combination of tragic events during the 16th century, including a smallpox epidemic, civil war, and Spanish conquest. My friends, this was just one of the ways to get to Machu Picchu, one of the 7 wonders of the world. If you ask me, it's also the best one, because arriving there after hiking for 4 days adds a lot to the whole experience. So if you have time and budget, please consider doing the Inca Trail. Also because you will never forget the feeling of seeing Machu Picchu for the first time from the Inti Punku. Before closing this video, let me thank all the people who have been part of this adventure, making it possible but also fun and interesting. And you? I hope to see you again in the next video. Meanwhile, stay tuned, and may tomorrow be even better than today. Ciao!